Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, welcome. I see you guys coming, strolling on in. Say hello, say hello. Hello, hello. Hey, y'all. Hello. Yes, yes. I am so excited about today. Today is our last day of the 10-day Rose Challenge. It is our grand finale. We are so excited, and I am just so thankful. Like this whole, I was so excited about just in general everything that just went along with this challenge, and we had the most amazing host for y'all this challenge, and it's just been so bomb. So if y'all are out there, give me a heart, say hello. Hi, Dahlia and Shirley. Yes, welcome, welcome. Yes, so I'm gonna just say a few things. We have a very, very special guest host today who I am going to introduce in just a minute. But I have to talk about how excited I am to be here, how excited I am to have been able to be running all of the things in the background for y'all. Thank you so much to everybody who has participated in this challenge. It has been so fun seeing all of your work, y'all roses. They are looking amazing. Okay. I'm going to go back and do a lot of practice after this event because I have been working so hard to make everything fit seamlessly. I haven't been able to practice myself. So it's been quite the job, but I am so excited to be here. And before we hop right in, I want to give a special thanks to Dominique House of Colorful Events, Michel of McKenzie Artistry, NyGlorious from NyGlorious Face Arts, Andrea Moje from Creative Faces Glitter Sticks, and Andrea and Art and Fitness Andrea, also Yasmeen Hart of Heartworks Face and Body Art, and Amanda Careford of Bling Mania Bling. Um, you guys are amazing. We just so I can pop on the screen real quick so y'all can see our prize for the US is from Andrea Moje, which is Creative Faces Glitter Sticks, and then our prize from for our international participants is Bling Mania Bling. They both created the most beautiful mirrors and bling for y'all to win for this challenge, and you had to have painted all 10 days in order to win. But uh, you know, it has been such a journey. So you have people that painted one day, people that painted only 3 days, people that painted the whole time. This thing was not about the prize; it was more so about the practice. But the prize was just a little bonus. You know what I'm saying? It's a little bonus. I'm not going to make y'all wait any longer. I have look, I've already had so much of fun talking to Sally before hopping on here. And I can tell you, I've been painting for upwards of about 9 years. And I've known about this woman since the beginning of my paint career. I own her boards, and it was the first boards I've ever seen ever in my life. And they have gotten a lot of practice and have really helped me hone into my skill. And I am just so happy that she agreed to be here with us today. I don't really think she needs an introduction because she's Sally, but I'm just saying. But she's here. So without further ado, you guys, I would like to present to you Sally-Ann Lynch of Sally-Ann Tested, Tried, True, the boards, the beautiful one strokes, all of those things. Welcome her to Live in Color 10-day Rose Challenge, the finale. Okay? See y'all in a little bit.
One because I really cannot see anything because I have got my phone in my crane and it's facing down because it's the way we have to do it. But I'm here to show you the rose, and I'll answer any questions at the end of this half an hour. So I have got my, it's one of my strange practice boards. It's actually a disclaimer on one side, a code of practice on one side, and it's a dual purpose one. And then I'm going to show you how to break down a simple rose, and then I'll show you how you can quickly paint, turn this onto the job. It's not a myth, you can paint roses, and my roses are the quickest thing I can paint on anybody, and it's an instant wow factor. So without me carrying on talking, I even made my palettes especially for this event today, these little mini palettes. So I am going to use these today, and I'm going to use this beautiful colour one here. And I also want to talk to you about the brushes, but I'll start off first with the design. This is a lovely, beautiful, soft brush that was going to be my brushes, but the pandemic hit. So I'll explain about that after. So as you can see, it's really flexible, really, really soft, and a bit of a strange one to use, but it's beautiful. And like, I call it like my romantic brush. So it's really soft, almost like a watercolor effect. So I'm going to go in my one stroke. I won't go too much about water consistency, although it is important. I just want to show you the roses. So I'm going to start off 1, 2, 3. And you'll see, if you see me here, I'm not going into my water. If you see my arm go off in that direction, I'm adding water onto my brush. So the beauty about this lovely little brush is it's short, but it's stubby, and it holds an awful lot of paint without the need to reload. And it also acts almost like a sponge, but it's a brush. So here we go, we're just going to do the inner part of the rose. So if I go back, it's 1 petal, 2 petal, 3 petal, 4 petal, 5 petal, because you can do this, you can go over it with one stroke, unlike the sponge. Then I'm going to do the inner petal, so the inner part of the rose. I haven't been in the water yet, guys, and can you see how soft it is, almost like a watercolor effect? And you can see it's gone quite pink on the other side now, but I'm just not going to go back in the water and see if I can go still into my paint. Can you see how crisp that white up? Then 1, 2, 3, and can you see how soft that is? So I'm still not going back in the water, still going strong with my paint, and I'll do a smaller bud like rose. People have problems with roses because they've got too much water on their brush. So we have 2 there. I haven't been in the water again because I'm just letting you know how far I can go. And the reason why I can go this far with this brush is how soft it is. And there we go. So we have 3 there. Okay, now I'm going to go in the water now to wash it out because I'm going to use a different colour. So I have my little water pot here, and I'm going to swill out. But I'm going to then get my little flannel and dry it off. So we're starting again quickly. I'm going to just dip a fraction into the water, like putting my little tippy toes into a boiling hot bath to see the temperature. And then I'm going to go in this nice green paint. That's quite wet, so I've dabbed on my towel, and I'm going back in to that one stroke. And let me just move that water out of the way. And then I'm just going to go, look how gorgeous that is. It's so soft. And when you're painting on children doing a full face, it acts like a sponge, and it's so soft the children barely know that you're painting them. So can you see how soft that is? And let's go the other way. And the beauty with the flat brush, even though I used to be a real advocate of the angle brush, is that you don't have to keep swapping and changing your paint. So see, I can do the dark and the light without the need to reload. So here we go. Let me just go down here. So this brush is called the Tinter brush, It's by a company called Rosemary & Co, who are based in the UK, and they are massively popular in the UK amongst famous artists. They're all handmade, so there's never any problem with bristles falling out. With that said, these brushes are expensive. So this one is my favourite one, which is the 1/2 inch, and it is £8.58. So I do think it's quite expensive, so be sure that you have confidence in me before you buy this brush, because you have to remember what I think isn't always what you're going to think. So now when I say £8.58, I bought this before the pandemic. Since the pandemic, and probably because of Brexit, all for Brexit, it's now £10.30. So it is quite an investment to make, okay? I have its little baby sister here, which is the smallest one, and look how tiny that is. And these are the two that I would say the most. There is a third one, and that's a 3/4, but I'm not using that. In fact, sorry, no, this is a 3/4, sorry, not the 1/2 inch. So this one's was £11.58 and is now £13.90 UK prices sterling. And then this little one, sorry, this tiny brush is the £8.58 and now £10.30. So I won't go on too much about that, because you can ask me questions about the brushes. So I'm going to go in this now to these two lighter colours and just show you. It just moves with you. It's just, hopefully you can see how it just glides, and it does exactly the same on the skin. So this is when it gives you this lovely sort of romance effect. So I'm going to show you how you can add on to that if you want to crisp it up. Let me quickly show you on my hand. Hopefully, get a bit wrinkly these days, guys, because I'm getting a little bit old. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then let me just get the paint back. I haven't gone in the water. I do exactly what I did on the board, and you will see how lovely and soft it is. Then I'll just go into that green there and show you how, if you press less, obviously the lighter that green will be. And if I use that same little brush, I'm giving you the same example as what I've just done, and I'm just going to go in there, and it gives you that really nice romantic touch to that there. If you wanted to make it crisp up, this is another brush. This is very, very opposite to this brush. So whereas this is soft, moves, almost like it becomes almost like an angle brush if you want it to. This is very stiff, so completely different. And this one here, from memory, is the size, smallest one I've got is a 5, and this one was £7.08, and that's gone up to £8.80. So like I said to you, it is an investment. So I'm now going to go and pull some of these brighter colours out, so you'll see exactly what I mean. I'm going to go into the two colours. Now with this brush, because it's firmer, don't press too hard in your paint, because you will create quite indents in it. So just remember, and you will need to load this more than that soft tint brush. So you can just add and sharpen that look out, and we can go into the darker pink if you want to, and just create a completely different style to what you started off with. Hope this all makes sense. So we can do it here, here, and if we can do it there, and then we can draw some pink in. So people always say my brush doesn't fit the one stroke. I like the fact it doesn't fit all the one stroke, because I can pick and choose which colours I want to use for that particular flower. So here we can just add that. And can you see how it lifts it up? I like both effects. I like the romantic effect, but I also like the strong effect. So I'll do it on my hand so it makes sense. Here, here, and here, and coming round like so. Let's get some of that pink in. I'm doing exactly what I've done on this blackboard, and so we just can bring it alive and make it more poppy into the three-dimensional. People, my customers seem to think that I've literally, they say that it looks like I've got an actual flower on my arm. Now again, we can go in to this one here, and it will be a lot stronger than the tint brush. Now if you want the name of this brush, it is called the Eclipse Stubby Flat. I can put some links up because they were going to be my brush, but like I said, the investment was too big, especially with the pandemic. And but I contacted them again, and they've set up an affiliation code, which sounds fancy, and it's not fancy. It means I get 5% off any sales over £25 if they use my affiliation link and a unique code. So it is a bit tricky, and the £25 excludes any VAT and any shipping. So I think I've up to £3.26 at the moment, so I'm not going to be rich anytime soon. So even if you don't use the affiliation code, that's fine by me, just as long as if you really like these brushes that I'm using, you know where to go and get them from, because they are, to me, they have been a bit of a game changer in terms of how quick I can work out on the field. So hopefully that shows you how you can do a certain rose. So now I'm going to apply, I'm going to move this here, move it over, and I will add the rose into the design because I'm conscious of the time. So I will do a quick rainbow rose showing you how you can achieve it quickly. So I didn't come with any master plans today. That's how I kind of roll. I kind of let it flow and see what happens. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to go into this colour here because I've just got it here, and I'm just going to do the one. Then, because we can do it the other side because it's a flat one, we'll do there. So we straight away look like we've used a completely different colour palette. And then I'll go into this one I just used, like so. Then I will change it up a bit. Let's get one of my other palettes, introduce some different colour. We will put this colour in here. And you can quickly do this, and straight away you can see a rainbow formation coming out of there. Then that was the tinter brush. Now I'm going to go to the firmer brush, and I'm going to start adding some different colours. So let me go into this lighter one here, which is almost like a yellow, gold and white, and I can create the bud, and straight away you can see a rainbow rose really quickly forming here without any stress, and you can go with the colours that you think you want to add. So there's no serious format to this, just pick the colours that you think it needs and warrants just to add. So that didn't come out as clear as I would like, so let's just go back in there and go over it and create that rainbow. And maybe some of this blue is called for as well, like so. There we go, and there we have a lovely rainbow rose. Normally out on the job as well I would glitter. Not sure how well this will appear, so we'll just put some beautiful glitter. It's always best to glitter when it's wet because it will stick. If you've forgotten, use an atomizer, sprinkle from a good distance, not up close because it will pool and spoil, but do it from a distance, very light spray, and then glitter on top. And also if you're doing unicorns and you take that as an example, when you've done the white of a unicorn, it will also help the drying time. It will dry up the paint. So here is one, and then let's carry on with the rainbow theme, like so. And that's how quickly you can do a rainbow rose. And you could even just do some green to bring out the natural green of a flower, of what's next to a rose and a flower. Okay, and then if you wanted to sharpen up that bud because it might be a bit disappearing there, we can just go over and you can still see the rainbow. Okay, I'm not going to add all the teardrops and everything like that because it's going to eat into our time that we have. And then I will do another quick rose design to show you how quickly we can achieve this on the job. Okay, I will use, what colour shall I use? I'll use this nice purple, teal, lemon and white here. So I'm going to go in here like so, and we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bud, inner petals, and then we're going to fill and get this little crown, pretty design happening quickly. See, this brush is just beautiful for this. So straight away you could even just finish, if you were really against it, they would be really happy with that, I think, personally. Only we know what we can achieve even better than this. And then I'm using the firmer brush and I'm space filling. And this, guys, is without even adding the slightest bit of detail. You're letting your one stroke do all the work for you. And we're just going to the dark green to pull out the foliage, like so. I've just made a colour here, this white, light blue, a sky blue, and this green here. And actually when I do it, you don't even have to do any extra leaves because it almost looks like you've got the leaves with the flowers as well. So I was quite happy with that one I made earlier today for this tutorial. I get, when I make my paint, it gives me like an endorphin rush. It just makes me happy. So here, if we wanted to pull that out, because we use that lovely light tincture brush, and say it's faded into your customer's face, then this brush, this firmer brush, will bring out the elements in that rose if it's kind of sunk in a little bit. But I quite like how it looked before. It was kind of really soft and romantic, but everything has its place, you know. So if you only wanted to get the tincture brush after seeing this and not this firmer one, then it gives a lovely cutting in. So there we have that lovely rose line. So if I try and finish quickly with a, let me just show you, if we added a little butterfly up here, the beauty of this brush is that it gives a really nice crisp, and you can do those lines that you can't really do with that tincture brush. So we could finish using this, and without even the need of a detail brush, we could have that little we could have that lovely butterfly sitting there just like so. So guys, I think I've got another few minutes left, so I'll move that over. So as you can see, no detail, just me and my one strokes and those gorgeous brushes. Let me just do one on, what shall I do on my daughter Daisy. So we'll do another quick side eye design, and I will do some soft roses, and I'll do some firmer roses. So we'll leave them as soft. Let me move that over. Let me just check that's there. Yes, it's there. So we will do soft roses. So I'm just using this one here. And this is how quickly you can get these done and on the job. Have happy customers. So just do quick placements. So I'm just showing you how I would work if I was in a hurry. Okay, I'll use this colour here, like so, and just do some quick greenery around here, because it's all about what we can do on the job and not always what we showcase on Facebook. So I try and be as honest as I can when I'm painting. And now this is the firmer brush, so we can go in, I'm going into the darker bits because it's smaller, like so. Then I'm going up the one stroke to the lighter colours and creating a different little rose there. And you would think I'd used a different palette when in fact it's exactly the same there. Okay, so that would be, we could add a few little leaves just so it doesn't look like it's stranded out there by itself. And there we go. That's soft and that's the firmer brush. Okay, and then don't forget you can also do oh, what, 1 minute or so left. Let me see if I can get another quick design down. A different style rose, guys. So that was the Daisy Lady board. This is the Daisy Child board. And let's do, we'll do these purples. We'll do a different style rose. This is completely different. So it's like the messy base. So no great, just do it casually. Just add some different colours, and you'll, I bet you're all at this stage thinking, what on earth is she doing? Okay, so it should make sense. Remember, a little bit of glitter would help with the drying process when you come to add the inners as well. And we're going to go and create a different style rose. This one takes a bit more building on, and I wouldn't say is an instant wow, because they can't, when I start the other rose, they can see it instantly. It's going to be a beautiful rose. But this one, and I'm trying to get really quick so I don't run over, is slightly different. It's more like a peony type, so it looks like it's not open, so you can make that darker in the middle to give it more depth, like so. Let me just see if I can get that. So it's not as instantaneous as the other roses, but can actually maybe be a bit easier for some people. It depends what you're more comfortable with. And we can just add some leaves. Let me just add some yellow there. And then obviously what I'm going to do is just, because it look a bit weird sitting out there on its own, just in the middle of the face, the forehead, so we can just create the impression of some more flowers going on there. Now you can hear that, you can hear, because it's firm, you can actually feel it scraping, so you don't want to go in too hard, because I had one little girl and she actually could feel the stiffness of the brush. And you definitely wouldn't get that with this one that I'm now turned to, the small tincture brush. Just would never happen, because it is just so delightfully soft and just so easy to paint with. Okay, so that's a very quick design. So that's quite a few done in the half an hour, and I think that's me done with my half an hour. I think I've ran it over a little tiny bit, and I think that will leave, let me just try and turn the camera around. I think I'm allowed to do this now. I'm probably all red, and let me just try and see without dropping my, oh, nice picture of my chest. Sorry guys, let me see if I can get it. I'll tell you what, let me just take it out and I'll hold it. I have to crank. Hi guys. So I hope you enjoyed that. I'm sorry I couldn't answer any questions, but really hope you enjoyed it. And I will clock off now so our lovely host can speak.
Thank you so much, Sally. That was amazing. I can't believe you got that done in such a short time. You actually still had a few minutes, but
Oh my goodness!
it was amazing.
I thought
Like,
I'd ran it. I thought I'd ran slightly
no,
over
you did
my
great.
clock.
You did great. It was amazing. I can't believe you got as much done that quick, and it was beautiful.
I told you I was quick, didn't I? I'm
What?
not lying.
I'm sitting here, and my husband hit me yelling like, "I cannot believe this woman just did all of this." So, actually, I'm gonna put up some questions some people had up on the screen before I let you slide out.
I hope I didn't waffle too much. I'm about stuff, but
hi, Sally. That's Andrea saying hello.
Oh, hi.
She says you look beautiful. We have Amanda saying thank you.
I think I need to put my chest away a bit, don't I?
Oh no, you're fine. We like boobs. Can you do more? Well, she hopefully we'll have her again, maybe one day.
Oh, I thought you meant more of my boobs then. I was like, no. You don't want to see these old things, I can tell you.
She is a rose ninja. Yes, she is. That is facts. Queen of roses.
Oh, that's
yes. We have Drea laughing at the boobs, and Brittany is saying thank you. We had a few questions up. I'm going to try to slide up here to find some of these questions. Okay, Amanda wants to know if we can list the affiliate code and the links to the brushes. If you can send me that via Messenger, I can put them up in the description for them.
I just want people to be mindful they're expensive. You know, I think they're really expensive, but I wouldn't talk to you about them if I didn't think that they were really good and would really help you.
Awesome. This Laura wants to, I'd like to know what brand paints do you use for your one strokes?
They're all different types of brands. So I buy lots of brands, and then what makes them so beautiful is it's like humans, isn't it? The more we mix up our nations, the more beautiful people you get, and that's how I describe my paints. It's those that make them magical. So they're all different types of brands. There's some I don't use, but there are lots of mix. There's Party Explosion. There is Superstar. There is Face Paints Australia. There is DFX. Chameleon. Not a lot of Chameleon because I find it hard to get hold of in volume. What else is there? I don't use Tag really. So I think as a whole that would be most of them.
There you are. It's a whole you basically can make one strokes from a multitude of brands. Just have fun, because I actually make my own too, and I use everything, whatever I have.
So exactly. But that secret, whatever you have, use.
Yes, but if y'all don't feel like making them,
Sally
does sell hers.
Global. There's Global, and I don't use a lot of Fusion, but I use Global. So there is.
Yes, I'm going to try to pull up your website so that you guys can see. You can go and check out Sally's website here. She has all of her. This is all of her boards. Her one strokes are on this site. Let me see.
They're in different collections and stuff.
Yeah. So you guys can visit her website. I'll actually put the link to it so that y'all can have access to that and be able to see all of her things. Now, Sally, okay, here are the one strokes here. So if y'all were interested in buying some of the one strokes, she already says these are her custom combinations and things. So this is something that y'all can check out which are really beautiful. And you used all of your custom ones today, right?
Yeah.
All of those were custom ones
Yeah,
today.
I don't use any shop bought ones anymore. The reason why I like my palettes so much is that they're not cheap, the palettes themselves, but they are waterproof. So it just means that the paints aren't sitting in water for any length of time, and that's what creates a lot of, even when oh gosh, what's the paints called? The domes. I'd still find that they still sat, the water still went to the edges.
Mm-hmm.
And I've used those. They're all lovely still, that don't get me wrong, but I just choose to use my own. And because they're not so deep, sometimes it's like, you know, when you buy a compact makeup and they say it's X amount of grams, but you never, it either cracks or it breaks and you never get to the end of it. That's what deep face paints can be like. So the good thing, and Andrea will know this, is that you do normally, with the shallow ones, you do not normally use most of those face paints up. So it's a lot less waste, and it's a lot less water that you're also having to put in, and that it's sitting in there. The palettes that I use have got like a foam, a waterproof foam, so the water sort of just dries and drains away. So this is why I went to these, to making them, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they're beautiful. So I just want y'all to know out there, I'm going to put this link in the description of these videos, both on Facebook and YouTube, so you guys have access to that. And Sally's going to send me the information about the brushes that she used. I am just blown away by that soft 3/4
That soft one, I know.
that you literally did not have to touch again.
No, I know. Honestly, it's if I had to pick one out of those two brushes, it's that tinter brushes. They're just amazing. They really are. And I think they're actually cheaper than the firm one that I used. The firm one can be quite harsh on your paints, but I still love it. But the soft one, you just don't get any dents in your paints at all. They're so kind on your paints, honestly. They really are. Yeah. Also, while I'm on, if anyone does want to buy any of the boards, maybe I could, or just if they just leave me a message, if they purchase them, then anyone who's watched today, they can have 30% off the full boards.
What a treat!
Yeah, so
that is a surprise I was not expecting.
So they can have, because I haven't ran a sale for ages, because I said to you, didn't I, that I didn't want people spending when they haven't got any money, so I didn't put them in people's faces. So yeah, so anyone who's watching, if they wanted to me and said they watched the live, or they're part of your...
I have Sally's boards. I just recently look, and I'm making a whole mess over here. I just recently acquired Sky, who's so beautiful. I can't wait to use her. I still haven't used her. She's so pretty. I don't even want to put nothing on her. But I have that one, and I have a few of the clear ones.
Yeah. The clear ones are still hugely popular today with all the makeup academies. They love them, especially since the pandemic. So that's been helpful in a way. Sorry,
let me tell you, these are the first practice boards I've ever, like the clear ones. That was the ones I've ever seen. So I've had years of practice on those. So they are really good. I would not say that just to sell it, y'all. I own them myself, and I love them.
Thank you. And with that code, they might ask how long they've got. I think if we say 2 weeks from today for that code.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. So 2 weeks, y'all let me know. Y'all, is 2 weeks a good enough time for y'all to get y'all 30% off? Are you gonna give me a code, Sally, or do they just...
I can give you a code. I mean, they won't be able to put it in the site, I don't think. I'll check. They might be able to. I'll check if I can put an actual code for your group. If not, they just have to message me, and I'll refund them the 30%.
Okay.
I normally do it. So, but I can still give you the specific code, even if they have to message me.
Yes.
Yeah,
that would be okay. Everybody's okay. They saying good. Yes, please. Okay. So yeah, so that'll be awesome. What a treat. Thank you so much for doing that. That's so awesome.
So welcome, honestly.
Laura, she said that's a lovely way to describe how you described about the cake, the one strokes, making one stroke. I'm just going through comments here. Drea says her palettes are the bomb. We know.
Oh, she's the bomb. She does amazing work.
Mary says, hey, who's this? Dahlia says, I make mine also when
Oh,
colors are
bless
finishing and
you.
put them together to make unique one strokes.
That's right.
Let's see. Drea says
Tell,
she has
tell,
like 9 of your palettes.
oh gosh, I know. Tell the ladies as well that well, I'm telling them now. You also, if you don't have a certain colour, and say you wanted a petrol blue and you've got a teal blue, if you just mix it with a darker blue, you'll get your petrol blue.
Oh, cool.
So mix, like, like you like you're doing like with plasticine, and you mix a colour. If you want a peach neon colour, get your fluorescent orange and mix it with white, and then you've got a pastel neon colour.
Oh, that's awesome. So it's just like mixing watercolors or any kind of
Yeah,
paint,
good.
acrylic.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool.
but you've got to mix,
Awesome.
them well. Or if you want a marble effect, leave them like a marble effect, and then every time you use them, you're going to come up with a different colour.
Yeah, y'all write down that tip, guys. That was a really good tip. Um, see, I don't know who this is, but they're really excited about the board, the
Uh,
30% off.
bless.
Shirley says, thanks, Sally. I was eyeing them up on your site just now. Need to add to my collection.
Oh, yeah, don't spend,
And
ladies, don't spend money you haven't got there at the moment. This pandemic's been brutal.
yeah, it has. Thank you, Sally-Ann. Amazing. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Everybody's saying thank you. Drea says she's painted along. Y'all make sure y'all post and tag Living Color, hashtag Living Color Artist, hashtag 10-day Rose Challenge, so that we can see if y'all painted along with Sally. She went really fast, so y'all might have to rewind to,
Yeah,
to
I
get
have
it done, but
tons of
still.
I have tons of slower ones on my page, so don't worry. I've been posting
Yes.
I've been
Yeah,
posting recently using those brushes. So if you struggle, just message me and I will put your name up on my page and show you. It's not a problem. It doesn't take It doesn't take long, does it? That was half an hour but I could just dedicate it and slow it down.
yes.
But
Yes.
I was also trying to prove a point of how quick you can work on the job, and you will please so many more customers.
Literally, like if I ever get that fast, yeah, I'm gonna be the truth for real. I have never been a fast painter. Like I take too long to do
Yeah. Well,
anything.
I mean, we don't do pay-per-face events, but we do get paid by the customer, and then sometimes they want to charge back. At the moment, we've been telling them that if they want to do that, they need to have a token system because of COVID. I'm not
Yeah,
comfortable handing money and then painting. Also, it slows you down. If you've got to deal with change, it slows you down. Just
yeah, it does.
the customer's trying to make a return, but they're expecting you to take the money and paint. It's a bit annoying.
Right.
So, but then
I
if
always have a helper when I have like festivals and stuff. I always
yeah,
hire a helper because I don't want to have to deal with that part. Like,
exactly. So,
yeah,
but then if they've paid us good money to paint, I remember years ago I used to see people saying, "Well, why are we going to paint fast? Because we're using up more of our paint and this, that, and the other." As you can see, when with that brush, those brushes and my style, hardly use any paint. Literally, you just don't use my one strokes. This little palette would last me so long, like so long,
yeah,
and you still want your customer who's paid you to be happy because you've painted as many children or adults as possible, and that queue is low. It's not longer than it has to be with you spending 10 minutes on a face.
yeah. Like, no, literally, what you did is goals. Like, it's everybody's goals to try to get to that point to where we can literally go and make beautiful faces in the amount of time that you just showed us. Like, I'm
Yeah.
blown away.
And this brush I'll use for every full face that I do. I don't ever use a sponge. I'll use it for tigers, cats, everything. This brush will, it's like a sponge but in a brush because it blends so beautifully.
No, it was, yeah, I'm blown away. I'll spend the $13 on it. I would. I'm not gonna lie, because
I
I'm
don't,
telling you, my brush game is sick, and I have not seen that before. Like I always have to reload, and most of my brushes are really stiff
yeah,
ish.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
they're
yeah.
not, I've seen that smooth. I mean, you didn't even have to reload. That was
No,
amazing.
no, there's no brushes fraying on this little baby because it's so soft. It's you just manipulate it to however you want it. I can't say I'm just a bit, I don't like talking about the price because it's steep.
What we need to do is give them the link, and then they decide if they want to
Yeah,
spend it or not.
exactly.
Okay, period. And I
Exactly.
know I want one, so I'm gonna be getting me one.
God bless you.
And
So
Andrea says Amanda and her is gonna be getting one too. So
yeah, I said
so
any of that 5% that I do get, I like literally it's I'm not pushing it. That 5% really isn't worth it. I'm pushing it because I really believe in that brush.
right.
You know, I was going to create them and decided not to. So that 5%, I'll just let it the credit build up, and then hopefully I'll do some giveaways. I've got my tuition group that's online,
Yeah.
and that if they want to know about that, it's £50 for a whole
Yeah, I
year.
was gonna ask you about that. Can you let us know
50
about that?
Yeah, it's £50 till the end of the month. I actually started it off at £30 because of the pandemic, because I wanted face painters to just do something with their time. Then it went up to 50, and then
What do
from
they learn?
so they can learn. Literally, I've got 60 tutorials on there at the moment, and I add tutorials all the time, but they're pre-recorded, so they can watch them over and over again, and they don't have to learn at a certain time. They can just do it in their own time. So it's for 365 days, and then but it's going up on the 1st of September to £100 because
Y'all hear that?
that's the price point where I still think it's really good value.
So in the class, you say you have like 60 classes, huh?
I've got 60 classes, and at the moment I've got 99 members.
So that's literally like less than $1 a class, almost less than $1.50 or
And
whatever a class.
it covers different mediums. It covers painting. It covers painting bottles, furniture, stones. Also, when you become a member, you get, for that whole year that you're a member, you get 30% permanent discount off the boards and 10% off my palettes as a member on the group. So you soon get that money back that you've paid for the membership through discounts if you buy products. And also there's other retailers discounts as well. So there's some suppliers in the UK who are giving
Awesome.
10% off, and that's all in the group.
Would can Dahlia wants to know if she can buy it from Trinidad.
No, sorry.
No, sorry, Dahlia.
You'd have to purchase from the subscription or the products.
I think she's talking about the products.
Yeah, the products. No, you'd have to just shop direct from my page. But we ship to Trinidad. We ship all over the world. And we've swallowed up some of the shipping prices because shipping's gone so high since Brexit and the pandemic. We've swallowed up some of our profits and lowered the shipping. So the shipping should be higher, but it's lower, just so we don't put people off,
Yeah.
if that makes sense.
Sophia says she needs a palette. So I'm gonna put the link in the description so y'all can go and shop. Sally's gonna give me a discount code for the board. Wait, it's for the boards, right?
The board,
For the boards. But the palettes are not included in that discount. But y'all, they are beautiful. Sally hand makes each one of them. She used them in today's finale, and they're gorgeous.
Discounting the palettes is just because obviously the members get 30. My members on my tuition group get 30% off, and they also get 10% off the palettes. So I want to still make them feel that they've got their value, and I just don't give it out willy-nilly. Does that make sense?
Yes. No, that makes a ton of sense. So £50 for the access to a multitude of videos that Sally has for her group. If you guys are interested in that, I'll have information about that, the brushes, and the code for the boards. Yeah. And y'all, her boards are so good. I have Sky and I have some of the clear ones. They're really awesome. Great for practice.
Thank you. That's kind of you to say.
Yes. Thank you so much, Sally, for being here. I'm going to go ahead and close out. If
I
y'all
love,
have any other
I love your
questions.
headdress, by the way. You look
Oh,
like
thank
you're
you. Yes, I keep it covered. It's twisted under here, so I keep it covered.
oh my God, I love it. It's
Yes.
beautiful.
Thank you. So, you guys, thank y'all so much for joining us today. Sally, thank you for
Oh,
being here. We really appreciate you closing out this challenge. It was so much of fun.
welcome.
So, I'm gonna put you down and I'll see you in a little bit.
Yeah, see you soon. Bye, darling.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye.
Okay, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. That was amazing. I am just blown away by how quick Sally just did all that magic. Like I'm still trying to process it. I'm gonna have to go back and watch and learn and all of these things. So I hope you guys had fun during this challenge. Before we leave, I have to shout out our sponsors yet again. Andrea Moje of Creative Faces Glitter Sticks. That's for our US prize. Get excited. And also Bling Mania Bling, Amanda Careford. Thank y'all so much for just believing in this challenge, believing in Living Color, being a part of this movement. You guys know that Living Color is a movement to create unity and inclusiveness and diversity in our creative space. We want to include everyone, whether you're a beginner painter that just is aspired to be a face painter, or whether you're a pro like Sally-Ann Lynch. I mean, we want you here with us. We have a seat for you here at the table. Join the movement. Be a part of what we're doing. Follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Instagram at Living Color Artists. We love you guys. Art is love. We want to spread that throughout the world. And before I leave, shout out to all of our hosts this event. They did their thing, man. Shout out to Michel and NyGlorious, Sally-Ann, Dominique, Andrea, Yasmeen. Y'all did amazing. Y'all, please go and follow these women. All of their social media handles are on our Instagram. Go and follow these women. Give them some love. Spread them some love. They have given y'all so much throughout this challenge. Just really poured all of the love through these challenges with sharing what they know with you guys. The very least you can do is go and show them some love by following their pages and liking their stuff. Okay. So some of our girls have their own boutiques and they're doing their thing. They boss babes. Okay. Give them some love. Show them some love. Again, this is Summer Carter of NOLA Creative. I am the founder of Living Color Artists. And here again, we brought to you 10-day Rose Challenge. And I hope you guys enjoyed this. I will be putting up feedback form soon in our description on Facebook and on Instagram. So y'all can give me some feedback about what y'all felt about this challenge. I need to know what y'all want and what y'all like so that I can even do even better the next time. Okay. This is all about us as a community doing this together. So it's been so much of fun. I love you guys. Much love and peace. I'm out.